Hi, I'm so glad to see you here. I hope you had a wonderful day. By now you're probably already watched Black Panther, the movie. Yes, I know I'm late to the game of reviewing, but as I was so late, I said to myself I ran the whole cinema to watch the movie the proper way. Take a look, I'm not bluffing. Okay, I didn't rent the whole theater. I was just so late that I was the only one watching the movie. Okay, let's get into my review right after my fancy sci-fi intro. If you're here for the first time and like what you see, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to become part of Team Awesome. Watching Black Panther so late in the game was a great experience as I was watching the movie alone. Not even my girl was with me as she went to watch a different animated movie with the kids. Imagine watching a movie without any distraction, without people talking through the course of the movie and checking out their cell phones. I can say I enjoyed some quality time with Black Panther. To start off, I must say the feel of the movie was quite different than the normal Marvel movie. I must say I expected Black Panther to be another Marvel movie with the known formula, but I was quite pleasantly surprised. The movie had a feel of its own with a rich Wakandan culture, beautiful cinematography, and the story was much more cohesive than the story of let's say Thor Ragnarok. Thor Ragnarok had a split personality where the movie didn't know what it was. The story was about the apocalypse, the judgment day of Asgard, but the movie was a comedy. Even the music and the feel was like it was Guardians of the Galaxy, the third edition. In contrast, Black Panther knows exactly what it is. No split personality, no wavering, just the story of a character who has some growing to do by stepping into the shoes of his father, the king T'Chaka. And T'Challa didn't just inherit the throne, he also inherited the problems his father caused with his decision to kill his brother, and subsequently the moral of the story is be aware of your decisions as they might haunt you someday. And that is exactly what happens to T'Challa, but it's something we learn later on in the movie. First, the movie deals with the setup for Black Panther, which was laid out in the Avengers Age of Ultron and Captain America the Winter Soldier. T'Challa first needs to deal with Ulysses Klaue, played by the brilliant Andy Serkis, who it seems is a thorn in the side of Wakanda for some time. He's a mercenary who stole 250 kilograms of vibranium from Wakanda, and by doing so killing a number of Wakandan citizens. I really like the scene where the CIA agent Everett K. Ross, played by Martin Freeman, interrogates Ulysses Klaue, but not because the scene is something special, but because by watching the scene I realized that Bilbo Baggins is interrogating Gollum from The Hobbit. It was just something that crossed my mind during the scene, and as I'm a very visual person, I immediately imagined Bilbo interrogating Gollum, so it was kinda funny, but just in my mind. So the scene was really awesome for me personally. The scene got interrupted by the Killmonger, played by Michael B. Jordan, rescuing Ulysses Klaue. Something curious about the movie structure that crossed my mind was how for the first part of the movie the main villain was Ulysses Klaue, and in the second half the Killmonger took the part of the main villain. If you had evaded all the trailers and promotions for Black Panther, it would be a little of a surprise, but we all know it's impossible to avoid all the marketing, and we all knew what was coming. That's why I was surprised by a lot of the reviews online stating that the Killmonger should have been more in the movie. and not just be a side character at the start. But I don't agree. I found it refreshing that they deal first with the legacy of T'Chaka and then shift to the main antagonist for T'Challa. It was nice to see how characters can have different motivations and agendas, and I liked it that the agenda of the Killmonger was not obvious from the start. That is, if you avoided all the trailers. Most movies rise and fall on the shoulders of their villains. I thought Ulysses Claw and the Killmonger were good villains and were given enough depth by the writers to not feel one-dimensional like the Dark Elves in Thor: The Dark World. It's nice to see that Marvel is getting the hang of its villains, as they were always a weak point in the Marvel movies, besides the obvious one, Loki. Ryan Coogler did a great job directing Black Panther. The shots of Wakanda are beautiful and cinematic. Also, the art direction is awesome, as it marries African style hut design with a high-tech feel. I also very much like the design of the throne room of M'Baku, the leader of the Northern Mountain tribe. As I think about it, the art direction is really something special, as every tribe has their own distinct clothing, weapons, body alterations, like scars that replace tattoos, plates that are inserted into or between the lips and the mouth. Everything is inspired by some real-world tribe features and traditions. The visual effects are also top-notch, with Black Panther's suit being stored in a necklace and morphing onto his body when needed. I must say, we came far from the first Iron Man suit, where Robert Downey Jr. had to wear a cumbersome suit, to all digital suit morphing onto one's body. Usually the best visual effects are the ones you don't realize are VFX. Most of the shots of Wakanda are CGI, and when a scene is so beautifully done and you don't get pulled out of the story because you think that a shot is CGI, then I can applaud the filmmakers. The women in Black Panther are also a strong point of the movie. Lupita Nyong'o's Nakia is a strong character and the love interest of T'Challa. I like the fact that it was just hinted at a possible relationship between the two of them, and that the movie did not turn into a movie where the prince, or king in this case, needs to rescue the princess. Okay, we got a little of that at the end, but it was just a quick scene and it fits the story. We can't forget the personal guard of the king, the Dora Milaje, of which the leader was Okoye, played by Danny Gurira. She is a fierce warrior like all the Dora Milaje, and she got some awesome fight scenes throughout the movie, but the most memorable scene was in the car chase scene, where she stopped the car by throwing a spear through the hood of the car in the ground. You need to see this scene, as I can't describe it as awesome as it was. Forrest Whitaker was okay as Zuri, but at this point you can't go wrong with casting Forrest Whitaker. I think this man could act a New York cheesecake recipe if needed. I think the Black Panther is a great movie, and if you didn't catch it till now, you should go watch it. It's definitely worth the ticket price. I think Black Panther is also worth buying on Blu-ray, as it's one of the movies different enough from all the other Marvel movies to be worth buying on Blu-ray. Did you already watch Black Panther? How did you like it? Is the movie a billion-dollar movie in your mind, or do you think Black Panther is overhyped? If you like my review, don't forget to share this video with your friends and consider to become a subscriber and part of Team Awesome. Don't forget to check out some of my other videos. Thank you for watching, and I see you in my next video.